Hey there, weavers. Welcome back. This is Grace with Tangled Webs Weaving. And it's been a few weeks since my last post, and that's because I got super sick from my chemo treatments. So about 4 weeks ago, I started experiencing some symptoms that basically whatever I ate passed right through me. And so I ended up becoming very dehydrated and malnourished. And it took them about a week before they figured out that my pancreas had quit working. And this is evidently something that happens with this type of chemo. So fortunately, the solution was to take an enzyme supplement that replaces the pancreatic enzymes, and that helps me digest my food and get nutrients from my food. So your pancreas has enzymes that help you digest your food and get nutrients from your food. So I wasn't getting that, and so I lost about 10 pounds over a week, which is not good. But they got it figured out, and once I started taking the pills, they kicked in, and I was able to start eating and gaining some of my strength back. It took about a week before I could pretty much get up off the couch and do anything except lay there and sleep. But I did push myself, and I was able to resume my treatments 2 weeks earlier than they had anticipated. So that's a good thing. We're still on track to be done by my birthday in March, and so we'll shoot for that. But it may get delayed with this current round of chemo because I may come up with some other side effects that they don't know about and have to delay again. But we'll see. What all this means is I haven't been doing any weaving for the last 4 weeks. And I really missed it. Well, I should say the last 3 weeks, because this past week I finally had enough energy to start weaving, and I had been working on the Bluebird towels from the winter 2024 edition of Handwoven magazine. And so I finally was able to finish those up today, and we're getting ready to take them off the loom. So I thought I would show you that. Okay, so here we have the towels, and as you can see, I'm ready to cut them off. As a reminder, this was an overshot pattern, and the main background is a plain weave in a plaid with the light blue, medium blue, and dark blue. And then there are several variations of the overshot. This particular one has the overshot at either end, and we'll cut this off and then you can see that. So you're gonna hear a bunch of banging of cones that I have set up on the back as weights, because I had some thread breakage. And there goes the, oops, I missed one. All right. Now, so this towel has overshot at either end. And then another variation has the overshot in lines. So thin lines in the same pattern, alternating between the brick and the persimmon. And then the other version has the overshot on the entire towel. So I did a couple of each one, of each version. There was a version where there was no overshot. It was just the plain weave plaid, but I chose not to do that. I've done that before, so. So this one was a little bit different in that I did the full full pattern on either end, and then I think I did, yeah, I did, so I did 2 of each. So we will go ahead and cut these off. And then what I will do next is to, oops. All right. So what I will do next is I will take either end of this fabric and I will sew the two ends together to make a great big loop. And this will help keep it from twisting up too much in the washing machine. So these two raw ends I will just sew together like this, and then I can wash the whole thing. I will wash it in the washing machine and machine dry it, and then we'll come back and we will press it, and paying particular attention to the fusible thread that I used between each towel so that that gets melted and secures those ends. Then we can cut it apart and hem it. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we have our finished towels. So I got, let's see, 2, 4, 6, I got 7 towels out of the work that I put on, which I think I did pretty good. I wove up to pretty much the last portion of the work that I could weave to. We have the 3 different patterns. The first pattern is with the full overshot on the entire towel. Now, when I did the first towel, I was not beating nearly as hard as I should have. So the drape of the towel is much lighter feeling. I actually like it better, but the pattern is elongated, you can see. This is a more firmer, thicker feeling towel, probably a little more absorbent and heavy duty. You can see that I beat quite a bit harder, and the pattern is more squared up than on this one. This one is elongated. This towel is actually quite a bit longer, well, a little bit longer. This one is like 31 inches long and 21 and a half inches wide. This one is 29 inches long and 21 and a half inches wide. So that is the effect of beating a little bit harder. And I wish you could feel these too. You can kind of see that this one is not as thick as this one when it's all folded up. So that's an interesting outcome. I like the squared up pattern, but I do like the softer drape of the one that's not beaten quite as hard. So then we have our towels with the pattern at either end. And I did this in two different versions. The first one I did, this one, I did the same motif at either end. And this towel is quite a bit longer. This one is 36 inches long. And this one has just one of the motifs repeated at the other end, and two motifs, or the three motifs at this end. This one is 28 inches long. And I didn't count how many of the plain weave repeats I did in between, but I might not have gotten them both equal. I wasn't real good about counting. And then the last one has the stripes on them. Now this one I really did mess up on because I didn't do all three towels with the same number of the motif stripes. I have one that has 4 motifs, one that has 5, and one that has 6. So the one that has 4 motifs is 27 inches long, the one that has 5 is 31 inches long, and the one that has 6 is 33 inches long. So if you like a big towel, the 33-inch long one is the one to go for. But I love the way that they turned out. I can't pick a favorite because I like them all. I love the colors that were chosen for this pattern in the Handwoven magazine by the author, and I think she did a great job in designing this pattern in general. So I had a lot of fun weaving these, and I have a lot of projects that I have planned, and those are kind of going to depend on how my chemo treatment goes. So if I still feel energetic and feel like I can do some weaving, then I will go ahead and work on those. I may have to take a break here and there to recover from chemo, but don't worry, my cat will quit whining. It is my cat, it's not your cat out there meowing, trying to get out of the room. I do have several projects planned. Some of them I'm having a hard time sourcing the particular yarns and colors that are called for in the pattern, but I think that I'm going to go ahead and do some dyeing of those colors that I can't seem to source and that they're out of stock in. I have some 62 silk that I have left over from a previous project that I think I can use for a scarf if I dye it. So I'm going to do that. I have another scarf from the winter 2024 handwoven magazine that I'm going to do. It is the Perpetual Wheels Mobius scarf, and I am hand spinning some fleece that I got from a local fiber festival a couple years ago. And so I'm spinning that, and I have to dye one of the colors. The other color is a natural black. So I'm going to do that scarf. And then I experimented with doing ice dyeing for the Ice and iCat scarf that's in the Winter 2024 magazine also. So yeah, lots of plans, and I hope you stay tuned for those videos that will be coming up in the future weeks. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, comment, share the videos. It all helps with the algorithms for YouTube and getting my channel out there. So for now, thanks for watching and happy weaving.